2025 is here and the world around us is changing faster than ever. But your mental strength, that's something that you can control. So how do you elevate your mind in a world that won't stop moving, in a world that is filled with constant distractions and false dopamine at every single turn? A lot of people actually skip this one crucial step that is actually holding them back from achieving anything substantial throughout their life. And this step is building the right mindset. People set overly large and ambitious goals for themselves when their mindset isn't even in the right place to begin with. By the end of this video, you'll have some ways that will help you build a powerful and resilient mindset in order for you to conquer anything that you set for yourself. Let's get into it. First things first, read good books. Now, I know this sounds like the most basic and typical advice in every self-development space that ever exists, but a lot of people just tell you that you should do more reading or that you shouldn't be playing more video games. You should be reading books instead. But that's not what this is. If you're someone that doesn't enjoy reading, or you just find reading as a boring activity to begin with, then no matter what you do, you're probably not going to read many books in general. However, I still think it is one of the most powerful tools for you to upgrade your mindset, okay? So I think if you are someone that currently doesn't enjoy reading, instead of just going out and buying a bunch of self-improvement books that you're probably never going to look at, pick one book that you actually want to read and then take your time with it. No matter how long this takes you, go at your own pace and just get into the habit of reading a few pages every single day. I really do think that the quality of the books that you read can really help shape the quality of your overall thoughts, because when you read, you're not just consuming information, you're actually rewiring your brain in a live process. And there's actually some really good books out there that can teach you critical thinking and expand your creativity and introduce you to a bunch of new perspectives for you to approach situations in your every single day-to-day life. So naturally, the next question would be, what kind of books should you read? I'm more so referring to non-fiction books, okay, especially in psychology and philosophy and self-development and that sort of thing. These are really the areas that are going to help expand your knowledge and provide you with a bunch of new perspectives for you to approach life with. So set a goal for yourself this year to read a certain amount of books, or more importantly, like I said, try to build the habit of reading a few pages every single day. For example, what works really well for me is I will take whatever book I'm currently reading with me to the gym, and I will read a few chapters whilst I'm sort of waiting for my pre-workout to kick in. This is just a habit that I've built for myself. It's not something that I sort of go out of my way to do. It's something that I conveniently do whilst I'm engaging in an overall bigger activity, which is sort of physical exercise. And it's sort of just two birds, one stone, okay? And that's what I'm talking about when you try to make reading a daily habit. Because if you're serious about building a super brain, then making reading a habit is the simplest yet most powerful way for you to upgrade your mindset. Optimize your environment. Now, of course, keeping your space clean is essential. Okay, I'm very big on, having a clean space means having a clean mind, but this goes beyond just keeping things clean. I'm more so referring to the environments that you place yourself in and the environments that you spend time in. Believe it or not, they actually affect the way that you think and the way that you behave. So if you're in a cluttered and a chaotic space, your mind will tend to mirror this disorder. But if your environment is calm and organized and purpose-driven, I think is the big one, then your mind is going to tend to follow suit with these things, okay? So think about where you work. Think about the activities that you engage in your spare time, okay? For example, when you work out, you're in a space firstly surrounded by people that have things in common with you, okay? You all to some degree place some sort of value on the importance of physical health within your life. Otherwise, you and the rest of the other people probably just wouldn't be there in the first place, okay? So this is a perfect example of how an environment that is filled with purpose-driven sort of tendencies can set the mood for your day. And your brain will follow suit with these sort of goal-driven tendencies, which can really spread and sort of seep into other areas of your life, such as your work or your business and just the overall progress that you're trying to make, okay? So if you're really serious about building a super brain, you want to surround yourself with spaces that sort of foster creativity and inspire calmness and help you to get really focused on whatever it is that you're trying to do. Practice mindfulness. You've probably heard this a million times before, but it's for good reason, because it really does have an impact on your brain and the way that you think in certain situations, okay? I think mindfulness is about being fully present in every single passing moment. without distractions or sort of any external outside judgment influencing or affecting your focus. Okay, so it's really a tool that can help you manage stress and just improve your overall concentration, I think. So much so that studies have actually shown that regular mindfulness practice can increase the size of areas in your brain that is associated with memory and concentration and emotional regulation. That's just crazy to me. So you're telling me that even just 10 minutes of sort of practicing mindfulness each and every single day provides you with all these benefits? It's wild, and it's just sort of just goes to show how something as simple as this can calm your mind, improve your clarity, and reduce those negative thinking patterns that you may be experiencing, okay? And I think that in turn, this means that you will start making better decisions and sort of solve problems faster and just be more in tune with your goals and sort of overall aspirations. I think a lot of people think that mindfulness needs to be this activity where you sort of trap yourself in a dark room and close your eyes for a certain amount of times. But mindfulness doesn't have to be in the form of sort of meditation sessions, okay? It can be done during any sort of daily activity, whether you're working, whether you're walking, whether you're eating or working out and that sort of thing, okay? It really does help train your mind to stay sharp and be focused on the moment and what you're currently being involved in. I think another area that goes really well with sort of practicing mindfulness is just complaining a lot less, okay? I think complaining and mindfulness go hand in hand together really well. And often what you'll find is that if you start practicing mindfulness as a sort of habit, you'll quickly realize that you will be complaining a lot less. Commit to lifelong learning. This is a philosophical point of view from Socratic philosophy, in which he believed that the pursuit of knowledge is a continuous process throughout an individual's life. And it kind of makes sense when you think about it logically, because if you're trying to build a super brain, then why would you ever want to stop learning? You know, why would you not constantly seek to add knowledge to your mind's arsenal? I don't think anyone is arrogant enough to the point where they think that they know everything. I don't think that's what this is really about. But I do think a lot of people sort of unknowingly shut off access to further knowledge in their life. And so what this is really referring to is the idea of trying new things, okay? Learning a high income skill, starting that business idea, making mistakes, and that sort of thing. At the end of the day, the brain is like a muscle. The more times that you use it, the stronger it's going to get, okay? So constantly challenge yourself with new information and skills and just overall ideas. This could mean, taking new courses or listening to, deep and meaningful sort of podcasts, and just even engaging in thoughtful conversations with someone that you might find intriguing, okay? I think it's very easy to get stuck in a routine, but to keep your brain at its best, you really need to keep growing and feeding it information. I think self-reflection is another big thing here as well, because when you self-reflect, you realize where you're lacking or the areas that you're weak in, and it can really give you a starting point for you to sort of go out and try to improve these areas. Prioritize physical health for mental sharpness. Finally, I don't think we can talk about building a super brain without mentioning the connection between physical health and mental performance. Your brain and body are deeply connected, okay? It's no secret anymore. In fact, physical health is one of the most important factors for improving your brain's overall function. It should honestly just be like a no-brainer now. 30 minutes of any sort of exercise should be a part of your daily routine, and this will help you go a long way, okay? I think when you exercise, you get your body moving, you release those, feel-good sort of endorphins, and your mind will tend to sort of follow suit. I don't think exercise just helps your body get stronger. I think it definitely also boosts your sense of well-being, okay? The more active you are, you'll find the more confident you are, and the more confident you feel about yourself and your ability to get things done, which I think is one of the most important factors when we're speaking about physical health and comparing it with your ability to complete work. I know for myself, when I complete a workout, I just feel like I can take on the world, right? As soon as I leave the gym, I just have all these sort of feel-good endorphins, and I just feel like I can conquer anything and just complete any task that I set with myself. And that usually tends to follow in the work that I complete after my workout. Make time for your physical health. Do not neglect it, because when your body feels good, your brain is going to feel even better, okay? Focus on a balanced diet, regular exercise, and good enough sleep each and every single night. These are non-negotiables if you want to build a super brain. But that's really going to be it for this video. Those are some ways that can help you build a powerful and resilient mindset that will help you achieve whatever goal that you set for yourself. Now, this is a lot of information to sort of take in, but at least you have some sort of starting points and some ways for you to sort of, upgrade your overall mindset so you'll be in a better position to achieve your goals. Be sure to follow me on X and Instagram for more. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.